Hi, it's Jen from Not So Mystical Tarot. This is going to be our midweek, like pick-me-up, just a quickie little reading for each sign. It'll be time-stamped in the description and below. I will try to make it the first pinned comment. You can find me on Instagram at Not So Mystical Tarot or notsomysticaltarot.com if you'd like a personal reading. So let's get started for Aries. We come up first with the Six of Cups and the Nine of Wands. So looks like emotionally we're ready to either enjoy some things from when we were younger. We're open, like how we would be as a small child. We're really feeling, I want to say, nostalgic and soft, but something is holding us back here with this Nine of Wands. It's like, I think there's maybe a commitment looming, and our nostalgic younger self says, hey, let's go for it. And our smarter, wiser self is saying, I don't know if I want to commit to this, because the next card after the Nine of Wands is the Ten of Wands, that's a pretty big burden. So I think maybe there's some kind of commitment thing going on here. And this has been happening. Our clarification card that we have here is the Page of Swords. And the Page of Swords, getting a lot of pages in April, but there are messages coming in. So there is something that is coming into your field of vision, and it may even be that you're thinking, maybe I'm going to think with my brain and not my heart, because your nostalgic part of you says, oh, how cute, it'll be fun. And then the other part of you is going, I don't know if I want to commit to this. So it's really important to decide if what you're involved in right now is something that is nostalgia based, or if it's something that is more to your mature liking and more for what you want for your real life, if you know what I'm saying there, if this makes sense to you. I hope it does. All right, we're going to move on here to Taurus. When they fly out, I take them, okay? So we've got the Ten of Pentacles right there, and let's get one more card to go with. I always wait for one to like stick out or, do whatever it does. I like, it's just how I do it, okay? And we have the Three of Swords. So it looks like you have experienced some certain level of success, but then here we have the Three of Swords, which is often heartache and sadness, and in this sense, I feel like it's guilt. Maybe there is someone who is not happy for you. Like if you've experienced a certain level of success, oftentimes you will find that there are people who make you feel bad. Like they make you feel guilty, or they make you feel like you don't deserve it, or they're just plain old jealous of you and they don't encourage you. And I think that's what's happening. So if you are a person who's experienced a certain level of success, you will always have people that do this to you. Clarification card we have here, the King of Swords, and the King of Swords is black and white. So you need to look at this situation from not a heart space, purely from the brain and the intellect. You are successful. You deserve to be there. Whatever this stuff that's happening, this stuff isn't relevant to your existence. So you're just going to have to be like the King of Swords and just be like, nope, that's not for me. Thank you for playing, but I'm out. And I think that's the best thing that you can do in this situation, is just allow that person to have their feelings, and you just let them go on with their feelings and not make it your problem. All right, we are headed to Gemini. Oh, and we got one right there. What do we have for Gemini? We've got the Two of Cups. That's kind of funny because you guys are like the twins. You're two different people sometimes. And we have Temperance. Well, that's pretty interesting, Gemini. You guys oftentimes can feel like two different people. Air signs are that way anyway, because they're all up in their head. And I'm an Aquarius, so I can say that. A lot of times it's like you don't quite know who you're going to get until you wake up in the morning. You may be feeling, I don't feel like this is a relationship. I feel like this is a balance between your inner self and what you show the world. And that's why you have the Temperance card there to help you try to balance that out. Because I think that maybe the outside life you're living doesn't feel authentic to you. You're not feeling that you're really allowed to be who you really are out in the world. And you're trying to find some way to bring both of those parts of you together. Well, this is very interesting. You have here the Eight of Wands. And the Eight of Wands is about very fast moving energy. So it might be that you're able to incorporate those two parts of yourself a lot quicker than you think. And there may be people around you who really support you in this. So when that opportunity comes, and it will, you may have an opportunity to share a little bit about maybe your more spiritual side. I always say I wouldn't suggest doing this at your place of work unless you work in like a spiritual store, but you may have friends or people that will allow you to express more who you truly are inside. And I would look for that this week, in this midweek, especially when you have that Eight of Wands there for the check-in. So, you know, why not? All right, we have next coming up is Cancer. And I will try to keep this quick. Do check your moon and rising signs because, you know, this is a general reading. Cancer. Ooh, we have got the Four of Cups, Cancer. Somebody is uninterested. What is it they're uninterested in this? Well, I don't freaking blame you. Okay, you've got the Four of Cups, which is like, you're like I can't be bothered. And then you have this Five of Pentacles, people being left out in the cold, feeling bad, feeling sad. Yes, these are Pentacles. Yes, this is practical life existence. It can be money, blah, blah, blah. But this card is very emotional. And I would challenge you to think anything else. I mean, if you're locked out in the cold and everybody else is inside and warm, you know, obviously this is a very emotional card. It's a very sad feeling. It could be that you're at a point where you're just like, nothing works out for me. I always get left out. Nobody cares. I'm not going to participate in life anymore. I don't feel like it. And you may have, maybe you've just lost kind of your, you know, if you've been disappointed enough here, it's very easy to have lost your zest for life and for doing things because I'm always disappointed. So let's get one card to clarify just what the heck is going on here, Cancer. Oh, there it is. Oh my gosh. This card keeps coming up, this Eight of Wands. The energy is moving fast this week. So you know what? Maybe it's time for you to stop being bored and to stop not caring because the energy is changing. Things are changing. Things are getting better. There is a lot of energy movement this week. So take advantage of that. When that whoosh of energy comes in, jump right on and go do something you normally wouldn't do. Put this energy to good use. You know, don't just... I don't care. And I get that you can feel like that. You know, sometimes, at least up here in the U.S., the spring, as it were, drags on forever. It's still snowing in parts of the U.S. and people are like, ugh, nobody wants to get outside. Nobody wants to do anything. I got it. I get you. But take advantage of that energy and get up off the couch, get up out of your house, you know, stop being bored AF with everything. Let's go and live your life, okay? And it doesn't mean you're always going to be disappointed. All right, we are headed to Leo. Ooh, Three of Swords, some kind of heartache, heartbreak, disappointment, sadness, guilt. Let's find out what it has to do with. And we've got the Hermit. So there's a good chance that someone that someone or something has disappointed you. And it looks like you're kind of sequestering yourself away. And you know what? That's okay. It's okay, Leo. Sometimes we have to get away and kind of lick our wounds, and we also have to process what's happening to us. So you may have experienced, I don't feel like this is coming today. I feel like this is something you have experienced in the past, and even if it wasn't super recent, for some reason it's on your mind today. Take that time away. And also, see how he's got his little light right here? He has his own light. Like, he knows himself well enough. Take that time away and give yourself time to heal, okay? Give yourself that time to heal and just be alone. It's okay to do that. And I get another card for you, which I flipped onto the floor. Page of Cups, emotional message. This is perfect. So you've had this disappointment, sadness, guilt, whatever this emotion is, it seems like this has just resurfaced and sort of like taken you off guard today. And if that is the case, you have this Page of Cups. And the Page of Cups is saying, you know what, take care of you. You have some things you need to take care of. Take care of you today. Get away from people if they're annoying you and bothering you. Take that time away and do something for yourself. But feed your own soul today because you deserve it. All right. So if that, whatever that is, let it process and let it go. All right. We're going to head to our Virgos. I have so many Virgos in my life. All right, Virgo, what do we have for you? We've got the Knight of Pentacles. Things are just not moving too fast, are they? And I know my Virgos, this makes you guys crazy. What do we have to go with this slow-moving energy? Well, there you have it. There's some things that you want to do, some places that you want to go, and everything is just really slow. It looks like you are ready to make some serious progress. You've made some decisions, and these decisions, I also feel, because of the slow-moving pentacle energy, that these decisions to, not so much to walk away from what you don't need or love, but to walk toward the things that you do love. This decision was not done overnight, and it's taken you a while to come to it, but now you want to leave. And the things are coming together, but they are like molasses for you. And I know a couple of Virgos that are going through different things, that this is like, I wish they were sitting here, because I would say, see. Let's get one card to clarify what is happening for our Virgos. Maybe a little bit of advice for them, how to deal with this, how to move things forward. Although Virgos, you don't really need my advice on how to move things forward now, do you? Because why? Because you are the Emperor. And I don't know if you can see that, but that is the Emperor card. And the Emperor, he is in charge of it all. He runs the show. Nobody tells him what to do. Nobody tells him what's going on. He is the one. He runs the show. So this is you, Virgo, too. You're in charge. You've done everything you can do. And I think that is what the message that you need to take away from today is that you've done everything that you can do. And now it's just in the hands of the universe. It's going to happen when it happens. And that's just the way it is. And until then, you might as well occupy yourself. You're always improving. You're always doing things to make yourself better. So you know what? Keep doing that. And just know that it all will work out in the end. I promise. All right, Libra, you guys are next. What do we have for our Libras? We have the Nine of Rods. This has been a popular card this week, and just in general. So Nine of Rods, we're observing, we're waiting. What are we waiting for? We are at the Five of Pentacles. Okay, so the Nine of Rods is all about observing, watching. You've been through a lot, you've fought hard, you've won some battles, and now you're at that point like, okay, I'm at the Nine of Wands. The Ten of Wands is the guy bent over, for people that don't know, and he's carrying all the sticks on his back. It's a burden. So at this point, you're at this, like, you've experienced quite a level of victory. And you've been through some battles, and you're a little scarred up, but you've come out on the winning side of it. So at this point, you're thinking, do I want to take another step forward or not? And I think this is your fear, this Five of Pentacles, which is also coming up a lot. This is a fear-based action. You have some opportunities coming toward you, Libra. And I feel like there is a fear in your mind that this could happen to you. If I take this next step and commit myself further, I could end up here out in the cold, not having the money I need, not having the finances I need, feeling like I'm just not being cared for. And that is a valid fear, but you have to decide, are you going to let that fear rule your life? And here we have to clarify the Hierophant. And the Hierophant is all about rules, following the rules. So this is the deal. If you are at that Nine of Wands point and you don't know if you should take this step forward, look at the rules. Does this make sense? If it's a relationship or a financial commitment, does this make sense? Does this make logical, intelligent sense? Or is this kind of like some fly-by-night thing that you think might be fun? If this makes logical, intelligent sense, henceforth, if it follows the appropriate rules, maybe you can entertain it. If this does not make fiscal sense, does not make financial sense, it does not make intelligent, logical sense, don't do it. Because you do not want to end up here. I believe that your fear is actually quite valid. So, no problem being caution and not committing to anything just yet. All right, we are at Scorpio. What do we have for Scorpio? Boy, this Five of Pentacles is just everywhere. And you see me shuffling, right? Okay. So this card is obviously about money, finances, practical stuff, but it's an emotional card. And I say this all the time because these people are not happy. They're very unhappy. They feel left out, locked out in the cold. This church is right here. I mean, they could go in. It's their choice, but they're not going in. So they're just miserable and left out in the cold. And this is often a fear emotion. What do we have to go with it? Let's find out. We have the Ace of Cups. So it looks to me like you have the gift. The universe is like, here's this emotional thing. Do you want to do this? And you're thinking, no, I don't know. I'm terrified. Maybe you have been hurt before. Maybe people have taken advantage of you and you're thinking, I don't want to put myself in this position again. If I open myself up here with this Ace of Cups and say, okay, I'm ready for this. This could happen to me and this sucks and I don't want this to happen to me. So I don't know if I'm interested. And I don't blame you one bit. Now here we have the Queen of Wands. So this is an interesting challenge for you, Scorpio. You get to decide, because the Queen of Wands just does whatever she wants, and she doesn't really care. I'm not going to say that. She doesn't care at all what anyone thinks. She doesn't care what they look at her and say. She doesn't care if they talk about her. She just doesn't care. So if this is something that you truly feel within your heart is something that you really want to do, then absolutely do it. You have the drive and the ambition, and it could really be worth your while. You do have to take the chance that you could end up hurt. And that is a choice that you need to make for yourself. You need to really decide if you're willing to risk being hurt. If you're not, then you're not. Then go on about your own business with that Queen of Wands and do your own thing. And if somebody says you're hard and you're mean because you didn't commit to them, oh well. All right, Sagittarius. What do we have going on for Sagittarius? We have the Knight of Pentacles. Yep, he keeps showing up, doesn't he? Knight of Pentacles. Things are moving slowly, slower than you would like. And let's find out what this is in reference to. Okay, it looks like with some sort of project, relationship, some kind of nostalgic event, it seems that there is a slow-moving energy associated with something that you are trying to bring to fruition. Maybe a project that you've been doing, something that you enjoy, a hobby, something that maybe there's a hobby that you want to make into like a full-time business, and it's something you've always loved to do, and now you're beginning that, and the energy is just a little slow. It's not happening for you as quickly as you would like it to happen. Just remember that the universe has a time schedule, and these things happen for a reason. This could also be a relationship. This could be maybe you're kind of ready. Maybe you feel that giddy kind of kid in love thing and you're kind of ready for a relationship. Maybe it feels very nostalgic, like when you were in high school and you had a crush on someone. It feels like that, and it's moving a little slower than you would like. You know, you want to be with them all the time and you don't know how they feel. It could be all different things. But whatever it is, there's some kind of emotional joy that you're having, and you're feeling like the payoff for that is a little bit slow. Let's get a card here for a clarifier. Maybe, maybe not. Oh, there it is. All right, you have the Wheel of Fortune. So, okay, chin up. I understand that things are not happening as quickly as you would like. And this could be a passion project. It's something that's near and dear to you, though. Like, it's something that really only you get. And, like, even if you talk to your friends about it, they're like, okay. But you know what? Here with the Wheel of Fortune, your luck is changing. Your luck is not the same as it was. Things are going to start moving forward, and that wheel is kind of turning in your favor. So we're going to kind of shove that horse forward a little bit and get things moving. So that is some good news, right? All right, and Capricorn. Knight of Swords, Capricorn. Whoa, that is some serious energy. What do we have? I'm not even going to guess. I'm not even going to guess. I have an idea, but I'm not going to guess. Let's see. Knight of Swords and the Ace of Cups. Yeah, I kind of had that feeling. So you are having, this is a lot for you, Capricorn. You're an earth sign, and like, whoa, I mean, you're down with the whole Knight of Swords thing. This like intellectual energy, you can think yourself to death. That's fine. But now you are being asked, you are given this opportunity by the universe. Hey, here's this gift. You know, what do you think about it? You want to open yourself up emotionally for it? And I think that this Knight of Swords is going, are you crazy? This doesn't make any sense. And the Ace of Cups is like, oh, it'll be awesome. It'll be fun. This feels relationship-ish. I don't know. This does not feel like it's about work. This feels like there might be an opportunity here for you to have just a little bit of fun. And it could be a friend thing. I mean, it could even be like, you know, you want to join a hiking group or something, and you're like, your Knight of Swords is going, I don't really, if we overthink this a bit, this just doesn't seem safe. Or it could, I know, it really feels like it could be kind of like a love thing or a crush or something like that. And then, you know, this the brainy side of you is saying, I don't know if this makes any sense. Why would this person like me? Or, you know, something along those lines. Like you're just thinking, I don't really know if I want to put myself out there. And the ace is going, hey, you know, come on, there's an opportunity. And you're going, I don't really know if I want to put myself out there. So let's just get a card for clarity here and figure out what this is in reference to. Six of Wands. Well, you know what? It looks like you're going to be doing something, because wands are all about action, and this is also about some victory. So it may be that if you take the universe up on this offer, and yes, you can still use your logical thinking brain, but if you take the universe up on this offer, you may just have some fun. So why don't you, when these opportunities present themselves, maybe it's even just that you get invited to go out to bowling after work, or some kind of happy hour, or something fun, and your logical brain is like, no, we have to go home and do laundry. It's very important that we fold all the laundry, and we have to pet the cat. You know, maybe let this fun part of you go, you know what, I'm going to go and I'm just going to have fun. I'm going to see what happens, because look, you have this victory here too. You know, you have this victory. Either way, you're going to be victorious. If you go home and pet your cat, you're going to really have a great time doing that too and watching Netflix. Or if you go out and go bowling or go to happy hour or go do something else, you're probably going to have a great time doing that. So either way, you end up a winner, which is pretty awesome. All right, we are headed to Aquarius. Aquarius. I might have mentioned 10 or 12 times I'm an Aquarius, just so I'd throw that in there. All right, we've got the Seven of Cups, lots of emotions, one of our favorite things. Not. There are a lot of emotions happening right now. This is a very crazy time. It feels almost manic, like there's just so much energy happening. And we have the Lovers, so looks like, given relationship status, that you could have quite a few different kind of things happening here. Different messages coming in, changes in your relationship, decisions that you want to make as far as if you want to commit further to someone, or maybe you're thinking about, am I ready to get into a relationship? If you are currently partnered or married, or have a life partner, long-term relationship, whatever that might be. It could be about that, determining, like, where do we go now? Maybe your life has changed. Maybe your kids are moved out of the house and now it's just the two of you, and you're like, what in the heck do we do now? Like, so there's all these weird emotions. It definitely feels like that around your relationship there are emotions, and it's kind of a little bit confusing. It may be that you've entered a new stage in your life. And the other thing with the Lovers too, that I will tell you, especially with Aquarians, we're all up in our heads. This could be your relationship with yourself. A lot of times we're two different people. We're one person inside, and then we're one person kind of outside for the rest of the world to see. And we could be wanting to bring that inside person out. And I think I talked about this with Gemini too, another air sign. It's very similar. It's a very similar energy. So this could be you reconciling the inner and outer you and wanting to share the inner you with everybody out there. And remember, you know, they say Aquarians are detached. We're not. I always say we're the water bearers. We have this vessel that we carry around with water, which is your emotions, right? Your water, all your water signs, very emotional. We carry it around. Just because we don't dump it all over the floor and show it to everyone doesn't mean we don't have emotion. We just tend to kind of keep it, you know, in our little vessel, and we'll let you have a sip here and there, but that's it. So let's get just one card. Oh, where did it go? Did I get it? Did it flip? It did not flip. So, all right, let me just get a card for clarity here. But either way, no matter what kind of relationship this is, whether it's with you and yourself, or your significant other, or a new partner, whatever it is, there is some emotional, a little bit of confusion happening. It doesn't mean it's bad. It's just time to sort some things out. And we have the Five of Cups. So, okay, it could be things, maybe some things have changed in your relationship, and you see these 3 cups are spilled, you know, and when you look toward that, you think, well, you know, that didn't go so well. But, you know, remember, if you look behind him, there's 2 cups that are upright and they're full. So it's really up to you. This decision is yours. You can focus on the things that did not go well, and you can just focus that and ruminate on that and overthink it to death until you lose your mind. Or you can turn around and focus on these 2 cups that are full, on the good things that are going on for you. You can do that, and then you can change the way this whole thing works out. So I will be interested to hear what you all have going on. All right, and our last but not least is Pisces. And we have the Lovers again. Yeah, the cards just keep, the same energy is just running around here all week, it seems. Doesn't matter which deck I use or how much I shuffle. I guess that lets you know you're on the right track, though. So you got the Lovers and the 2 of Wands. You are at a you're at a very interesting place, Pisces. You have the whole world in your hand right here. And the Two of Wands means that you've taken some steps and some action to change your situation, to better your relationship. But it depends if this person wants to come with you. You have, if you are partnered with someone, you may have some relationship decisions that you need to make because you have certain things you want for your future and they may have other things, or you may find out that they have the same dreams that you have, but now that you have this world and this opportunity in front of you, you can decide, well, how do we want to go about this? If you're just getting into a relationship, you may be looking at another person and saying, do I have a future with them? I mean, I don't see Pisces most of the time dating just to date. So you may have met someone new and you're thinking, is this relationship, is this worthwhile or am I wasting my time? This may be your option here, is where you're looking, what's the future hold? Should I bother or should I just have fun and move on? Let's get one card to clarify here. Maybe, maybe not. I like when they just fly out. There we go. We have the Nine of Cups. Well, you know what? This is very awesome because the Nine of Cups lets us know that you're on the right track. What your gut instinct, what you feel from your heart about this is actually the right path for you. When you stand there with that whole world in your hands and you think about your future and this person is in it, and it makes you feel this Nine of Cups kind of way, like I think this could be a really wonderful relationship, then that is your person. If you don't feel this Nine of Cups kind of way when you think about this relationship, then there's a good chance that this is not your person and this person's just kind of for fun and not for future. But this is very relationshipy. I will be very interested to hear what you have going on. And I look forward to talking to you all really, really soon. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great middle of your week.